jail.
Okay.
And I was really scared.
That's okay, son.
You were scared. You didn't want to go to jail.
This is the exact moment that the mother of 16-year-old Nicholas Lindsay realized that her son is a killer.
Nicholas Lindsay killed a St. Petersburg police officer when he was 16 years old.
And now all she can do is watch as her son is sent to prison.
Nicholas Lindsay Jr. should spend the rest of his days behind bars.
Why? You had a choice.
Come on, honey. Come on, honey. It's done.
Officer David Crawford joined the St. Petersburg Police Department on July 13, 1985, and spent most of his career working the midnight shift in the patrol division. To those who knew him, he was a compassionate officer, a devoted husband, and a proud father. But on the night of February 21, 2011, during one of those routine shifts, everything changed. At around 10:30 p.m., he responded to a 911 call reporting a suspicious person near 3rd Avenue South. The caller described a young man walking through a backyard with a brick in his hand, a slender teenager, black, approximately 5'9" to 5'11", wearing a dark hoodie and shorts. By 10:37 p.m., Officer Crawford spotted someone matching that description and stepped out of his cruiser to approach him. What happened next was sudden and violent. The teenager opened fire, hitting him 5 times at close range. A nearby backup unit, which had been called moments earlier, arrived to find Officer Crawford in critical condition, lying on the pavement. He was rushed to Bayfront Medical Center but died shortly after from multiple gunshot wounds. In the hours that followed, law enforcement launched the largest manhunt in St. Petersburg history. More than 200 officers from the city and surrounding agencies established a perimeter around the downtown area, combing every block for the suspect, and it wasn't long before they found their first real clue: CCTV footage from a nearby surveillance camera. The surveillance footage was released to the public in hopes that someone might recognize the person captured on camera, which didn't take long at all. Shortly after the video aired, the parents of 16-year-old Nicholas Lindsay contacted police. They believed the figure in the footage was their son. His clothing matched, and more tellingly, his Nike flip-flops were missing. That detail mattered. At the crime scene, investigators had recovered one black Nike flip-flop near Officer Crawford's body, and the other several blocks away, which were clear signs that the suspect had fled on foot and lost his shoes while running. In the face of this evidence, Nicholas was brought in for an interview, but he wouldn't come alone. The following footage has been provided to us by the St. Petersburg Police Department.
So, I don't know how y'all want to do it. We need to leave?
No.
Okay.
Just sit down real for a second. Just give us a second.
Okay, all right.
All right, we just gonna grab it.
I'm so proud of you, son. You made a big step. You made a big step.
I'll let you talk to
big step.
Dominique.
No, you
I
can't
don't
talk to
want
nobody right now
I
because
don't
they
want Dominique to know.
think you're
I'm
calling
trying
them.
to, I'm trying to keep Dominique out of this for right now, okay?
You did a good job, and I'm
Took him
proud
to the
of
park. Tell Dominique,
I love him.
I know
you. You'll see him
gonna
again, son. You'll see him again.
You'll see him
You'll see him again.
You want us to move over there?
Yeah, you guys want to stay in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will stay in.
Yeah, could you move over
Yeah,
there?
I also will.
You need
Stop.
to
Instead of
dry your
talking
face
to
up,
each
son.
So we talk so.
What's your name, sir?
Nicholas.
Nicholas what? Okay, Mr.
Come on now.
Detective DeLuca.
Like
Nice to meet you. Miss White, you know who I am, right?
Yes.
These are Nicholas's parents, and they had been trying to steer their son in the right direction for years. For starters, Nicholas didn't grow up under easy circumstances. He was raised in a low-income neighborhood marked by gang activity and violence. According to family members, his father struggled with addiction and spent time incarcerated, leaving Nicholas to take on more responsibility at home from a young age. Despite the challenges, Nicholas appeared to be on a better path, largely thanks to the efforts of his mother, Deneen. She involved him in local anti-gang initiatives and community programs aimed at steering teens away from violence. Nicholas even spoke to the youth in his community about his experiences, encouraging them to make different choices. At one point, the mayor of St. Petersburg even visited their home and remarked that Nicholas seemed like a young man with potential. That same commitment to helping him do the right thing carries on into this interrogation room, as the two urge their son to tell the truth about what really happened.
Get up there and talk, man. Come on now.
Nick,
Come on, Nicholas, and talk to these people. So we can get this ball to roll.
You're doing the right thing right now. You owning up to your responsibility.
Nick, in order to talk to you, I gotta read you your rights, okay?
Nicholas.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna need you to do is answer yes or no when I ask you the questions. Nicholas?
Yeah.
What's your last name? Lindsay?
Yeah.
Landsey?
Yeah.
What's your date of birth, Nick?
2/13/95.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
What's your address where you live?
I don't know. Oh my God.
Wipe your face, man.
Stop
Nick,
crying.
Listen so he can talk. Listen, man. Now.
Son, you need to be a bigger man than that
Listen and
now.
come
I
on.
need yes or no to these, okay, Nick?
Yeah.
Are you on any influence of prescription drugs?
No.
What's that?
No.
No. Alcohol?
No.
Illegal drugs?
Yes.
What have you taken?
Are you talking about as in pills wise?
No. Have you spoken?
Illegal. Are you smoking
Illegal.
weed? You done anything? You done anything?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Smoke weed.
How long ago?
Yesterday.
So right now you're not under the influence. You know where you're at. You know who he is. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you haven't smoked weed for 24 hours then?
No.
Okay. So the answer to that question is right now you're not under the
Okay,
influence.
son. Stop.
What's the last grade you completed at school, Nick? Ninth? Can you read?
Talk.
Yeah.
I need you to say it out so I
You
can
need to
see.
hear it out loud, son.
Yeah.
You can write
Yeah.
and you can hear me
You
okay.
need to change that attitude, son.
Alright, today is February 22nd, 2011.
Yes.
I'm Detective DeLuca. The time now is approximately 9:40 p.m. Alright. And I need yes or no again. Do you understand you have the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Do you understand anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law?
Yes.
So that's why you need to tell the truth, because it can be used against you.
Do you understand you have the right to have an attorney present while you're being questioned?
Yes.
Do you understand you cannot afford to hire an attorney, won't be appointed to represent you for any question if you wish?
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Do you understand you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements?
Mhm.
Is that a
Yes,
yes?
you need a yes or no.
Yes. I mean, y'all ain't got no time now.
Wait.
You got to wait a minute, son.
Do you understand do you understand the rights I've just explained to you?
Yeah.
Alright. What I'd like you to do is read this last question out loud and write your answer right there.
You read it out loud.
Read so we can hear you.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
And then write your answer right there. And you wrote yes? And I need you to sign right
Sign
there.
Son, it's the biggest step you done made in your entire life.
This is it. Oh my
No, it ain't. It's okay, son. This is the price we pay for the things we do.
Come on now, straighten up and talk to these people so we can do what we gotta do.
Okay?
You both to sign that too, please.
Before detectives begin questioning Nicholas Lindsay, they obtain a signed Miranda waiver, including signatures from both Nicholas and his parents. In Florida, police aren't legally required to have a guardian present when interviewing a minor, but the interrogation must be conducted fairly, and in serious cases like this, where a juvenile is facing a capital charge, having both parents in the room serves an important purpose. Their presence, along with their signatures on the Miranda waiver, helps ensure that Nicholas's statements hold up in court.
Tell us what happened, Nick.
I'm over there. I remember about that, sorry.
Wow.
So,
Golden.
all right.
You need to give names now.
This is him.
I'm feeling about that. Where they the boys now. like,
You need to talk up.
Talk
he
loud.
like, you wanna get it stolen? I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, fly ahead. Go over there. He dropped me off at the AAA building
Oh, AAA building where?
across the street where it happened at.
Okay.
I said he was gonna go park the car down there by the dome. So I go over there, it's a white neon. I got in the car but I couldn't spike it. I looked up and I seen the first police come. So I'm like, I get out the car, jump the wall, and the man got shot. He come out of the corner. He tell me to stop. He tell me to take my hand off my jacket. And after that, I just hit. Pow, 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 pow. I see him fall. Take my money. Just want to shoot him back.
Who dropped you off?
It's a voice.
And where was he?
He said he was going to park the car over there by the dome.
Okay.
Jamar's,
Yeah.
okay, where's he stay?
I don't know.
How old is he about?
About 16.
What school does he go to?
Gibbs.
Okay, do you know his phone number offhand? Okay. Good, Joe, excuse me.
So he drops you off.
So basically you guys just trying to get cars.
Yeah,
Steal cars or break into cars?
still.
Okay.
You drive them, right?
Yeah,
Just joyride?
no. I don't know.
You're just gonna take a car and do whatever.
I don't have nothing to do with it.
But you were gonna steal it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go in that AAA lot. What car do you look at? What car is there?
It was a white neon.
White neon? Alright. Did you talk to anyone?
No, it's not at the AAA lot. You know where the store at?
Yeah.
It's in that parking lot.
So it's in that parking lot on the across from the AAA lot.
Next to that hotel/store thing.
Yeah, okay, it's in there. So you go in there. You're gonna steal a car. Did you break into one actually? Did you get into one or no? Which one did you get into?
That white neon?
The white neon. That's when the police car goes by?
No. One of them parked.
Parked right by the store?
Yeah.
Okay. You got out of the car?
Yeah.
Jumped over the wall? And where'd you go?
I crossed the street way over. And then the light was red, so as I'm coming, walking, I look back, I see him coming around the corner. So as I get to the AAA building, he tell me, he get out the car, he tell me, stop. So I stopped. He like, take your hands out your jacket. I take my hands out my jacket, man. I take my hands out, I just hit shooting. And he fall. I took off running.
Well,
My slide.
Your slide came off? Okay. Alright. Where was the man parked at?
He said he was going to park by the dome.
No. The officer.
Oh, he had a park like right on the side of the building.
Okay. And when he told you to come here, were you starting to head toward the dome and you turned around and come back to him?
I was walking towards the door. He told me to stop.
Okay, and then he turned around and came back to him?
I just turned around.
Okay, how far away were you from that officer at that time, approximately? If me and you are 6 feet apart as a gauge, how far away were you from that officer?
I don't really know.
From here to the wall, from here to that wall in the other room, or what?
Probably from here to that, to when you first walk in.
Okay, that's about 20 feet. I'm not a scientist, but that's about 20, 22 feet.
And he walking toward me.
And he tells you to take your hands out of your jacket?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of jacket you got on?
I had on a black jacket.
Did it have a hood on it?
No, nah.
go ahead.
I had on a black jacket, though.
Did
You
it have
sure it was black, or?
Huh?
You sure it was black?
Yeah.
You didn't have a hood on it?
You know how like the gray one is? That I was wearing? It's kind of like that.
When the officer asked you to take your hands out of your pocket, did you take your hands out of the pocket?
Yes.
Okay. And you were facing him?
Yes.
Okay. And you say you're about from here to that door?
Yeah, right there.
Not this door, the other door? Okay. And where did the shots come from?
I don't know. It's just, I just heard it, and then when I heard them, I just took off running.
You went out of your slides?
Yeah. I came out on one of them, and one of them stayed on my feet.
What'd you do with the jacket you were wearing?
Huh?
What'd you do with that jacket you were wearing?
Burned it.
Burned it.
Mm-hmm.
Where at?
Over there. But what I was telling you about?
Over by 8th Avenue and 14th Street?
Who burned it? You did? Who was there?
Nobody, just me.
All right, so you were in this white car. You said you couldn't jack the column though? You were in this white car, but you couldn't get the column popped?
Yeah, I couldn't get the ignition to come out.
Okay. That's how you start them, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just left it?
Yeah,
How did you get in the car?
I got through the door.
Did you pop it or just work it?
I popped it. Not the window, I had
Yeah.
did the lock.
Okay, you have a screwdriver?
Yeah,
Okay, did you leave the screwdriver there or did you take it with you?
I threw it as I was running.
Okay. After the shots?
Yeah,
Okay. And who else was there besides Javaris?
just us two.
Okay. And we've interviewed some of your family members, to be honest with you, your nephew, your uncle and stuff like that. Who did you tell what happened?
Nobody.
Yes,
You haven't-
when you walked in the house.
Dude, we talked to some folks.
I told my cousin.
Who's that?
I didn't tell him that the other person did it. Because I didn't.
What'd you tell him?
When I walked in, I was like, bro, an officer got shot, bro, and I was there. It was like, you lying. So I just left it at that.
Who'd you tell that to?
My cousin,
Which cousin?
his name, Cooler. I don't know his real name.
How is he? Tall, fat, skinny?
He tall and skinny.
What's his hair?
Got dread.
What kind of cars does he drive?
I don't know. He be in all type of cars.
What kind does old lady drive?
Huh?
What kind of cars does baby mama drive?
I don't know. He got so many videos.
Oh,
That's
I got
the
you.
truth.
all right. Who else you tell?
That's it.
Before moving any further, it's important to understand Nicholas's story so far. He claims that he and a friend had planned to steal a white neon parked near an AAA building. However, Nicholas avoids giving a direct answer on how he broke in. But this is something the 911 caller can answer for us, who had originally stated that he saw the suspect holding a brick in his hand. Presumably, Nicholas used this brick to break into the vehicle. According to Nicholas, the car wouldn't start, and that is when Officer Crawford pulled up nearby. So far, parts of his story align with what investigators already know, but what comes next doesn't hold up. Nicholas says he heard gunshots, saw the officer fall, and then ran away, which is a lie. What he doesn't realize is that police are holding back a critical piece of evidence, something so significant that even his parents will step in and pressure him to finally tell the truth.
Me anyway, but you think I'll be able to be back home?
Well, here's the thing.
Hush.
I want to be able to be like my brother.
That's okay, honey. We're working.
I wish this would never happen. I wouldn't be able to go through this.
Why did it happen? That's the question. Why did it happen? It didn't have to happen. You were just boosting a car. Why did it happen?
I don't know. I really don't.
You have an idea.
I don't know why this happened. I haven't even talked to him since.
Well, there is a little bit of an issue, okay? And you already know what the issue is, okay?
And you're having a hard time with it.
You're obviously having a hard time with it.
Because I want to be able to be home.
I understand that, but I think it's a bigger issue than that.
And that is.
You don't want to say it. You don't want to say it
You don't
for
tell
your mom
them
and
in front
dad.
of
You
your
don't want to
mom and
disappoint them.
We're not disappointed.
No,
Okay.
That's the true statement.
Listen.
Honestly.
This is important what he's about to say.
There's a witness that saw this happen.
Okay.
That saw everything that happened.
Okay.
There's only one person there with the officer.
So with your parents here, we'd appreciate the whole truth. And there's a reason why you did what you did, and he needs to know it. It jumped off quick. We know that. But there's a reason
Scared? What? Tell us what happened. You're trying to boost the car.
You're right. The officer told you to wait up. You turned around. There's a witness that saw the whole thing.
Tell the truth, son. It doesn't matter. Just tell the truth.
Just say it, son.
That's why we tell you, don't lie, tell the truth.
Just go ahead. You came too far to turn around.
You know, put yourself at the scene, so you might as well go ahead and tell it. We still gonna be sitting right here. Tell the truth.
just wanna go home.
Tell the truth, son. Let's do this now. Come on.
Let it out.
Come on, son.
Something to
Come on.
say.
Go ahead and let it out.
You done came this far. Come on.
Just tell them.
It doesn't matter. We still feel the same way.
We're
Just tell the
still here
truth.
for you. We're not turning our back on you.
What did I tell you?
Tell us
Take
the
responsibility. for
Just
what
get it
you
off
did.
your chest, bro.
Please.
Please.
For me, I'm asking you to do this.
Alright. Everything I told you that happened is true, but you canceled your parents out of it.
Okay. Then tell us what happened when the officer came up, told you to turn around. Tell us what happened.
You told me, stop. I stopped. I was already scared because I seen him coming out scared because I had the gun on me. I didn't want to go to jail.
Okay.
And I was really scared.
So what happened? Tell us what happened.
That's okay,
Tell
son.
Tell them.
Tell him, son. Tell him, son. You already told him. Just go ahead and tell him what you did. You were scared. You were scared. You didn't want to go to jail with a gun on you.
What happened?
And when I put it,
You pulled it out. Come on. You was already there. Come on. Let's take it on through the door.
I thought it was on safety, but it wasn't. And I pulled it out on my finger on the trigger. Then when I started shooting, he reached for his gun.
Thank you.
I had to do it because I didn't want to die. I'm sure now. I'm so sorry, y'all, for y'all. Officer.
Let me ask you this.
Oh, Daddy, I'm sorry.
Let me-
It's okay.
Nick, let me ask you this. Why? Why? You had a choice. Why did you pull the gun versus raise your hands?
Cause when I pulled it out, he already went to reach it and it
Because
went
you
off.
were pulling. Okay.
It had went off.
Okay.
How many times did it go off?
Then it went off the first time, it went off, boom. Then he went to reaching for his gun. And as he went to reaching for his gun, that's when they aimed at him.
And you shot how many times? How many times did the gun go off?
I don't know how many bullets was in there.
All right. You shot till it was empty?
Yes.
Nicholas's claim that he believed Officer Crawford was reaching for a gun is contradicted by two critical details. First, evidence from the scene indicated that Crawford was reaching for a notepad, not his firearm. Second, he wasn't wearing a bulletproof vest, making it unlikely he would have initiated any kind of confrontation, especially one involving a firearm.
Where's the gun?
I don't know. I threw it.
Where?
I was on the interstate.
You could show us the area? About?
I was on the interstate.
I know.
If we put you in a car, can you show us where you threw it?
About where you threw it? I mean, you might not be able to, but I gotta believe there's an area that you could show us.
No.
No. We'll
They
go
want
there.
you to take-
We'll
they'll
take
take
you
you.
there.
Yeah, sure.
Did you get nicked at all? Did you get nicked by gunfire at all? Tell me the route that you ran. Oh, and real quick, I'll be honest with you, and you've been truthful. That's you on the video. When you walked by my desk, you had your hands in the pocket the same way that video was. You
His
feel
dad
me?
said he saw it.
You know? All right.
Listen, I just want to be able to be my family.
So,
Here,
you're gonna see
Nick,
us. We're here right
Your
now.
family's right here, right now.
That's all that matters,
It's not
honey.
that.
You're
Well.
sorry. You're sorry. You did it.
Nick, you
You're
knew
gonna
the
take-
day. You knew it.
Come on, honey. Come on, honey. It's done. What's done is done.
You know, one thing I was wondering is which route he took out of there. Did you
Oh, he
go past
ran.
the flat place and through the Tropicana, or which way did
Over
you
the
go?
overpass? Over the catwalk?
No.
Well, tell them which way you went.
I jumped across the interstate.
You
And then
jumped
where'd you
over the
go?
interstate?
Yeah.
Where'd you go from there?
I laid in a Bucket Street thing.
For how long?
Police was coming. I waited for the two cars to leave, and
There was two cars there.
it was two cars and I didn't pass with the lights on. I just hid.
How long did you hide?
Till they go.
Did you get in the water?
No.
Okay, just down in the gullyway.
Yeah.
Whose house did you go to after that?
Home.
Straight home, or did you sit more in the park? Or
Straight line.
We got a black hoodie. Did you throw that off? You take that off? What'd you do with the black hoodie?
Burnt it.
Okay.
How close were you when the gunshots went off between you and the officer? Be honest. I think you were a little bit closer from here to there. How close?
Probably from here to halfway in there.
Halfway in there?
Yeah.
So about 12, 15 feet or so?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
We know.
I know you're sorry.
It's
I know
okay,
you're
baby.
sorry.
We love you. We love you. We just want you to tell these people the truth.
Credit where credit is due. All Nicholas's parents want for him is to be truthful and take accountability for what he has done, even if that means they never get to see their son again. And Nicholas's next statements will be the consequences of his parents being upright and honest people.
You made a bad decision.
I want to get off of my little brother.
Well, baby, you made
When you said you aimed it at him, what part of his body did you aim at?
I aimed like towards his stomach.
How many times do you think you shot him in the stomach, do you think?
You know, the gun don't really like shoot straight. You gotta it's gonna jump, so I don't really know.
Okay. Can you point to the gun where the gun's at? What kind of gun is it?
380.
Revolver, semi-automatic then? Shoots little casings out?
Yeah.
Things fly out.
Where'd you get it at?
I bought it from somebody.
Did you
Somebody
test fire
was
before
selling
that time?
Huh?
You test fired it, right, before you bought it?
No.
You never shot it before last night or this morning?
You said it didn't shoot straight, it jumped. How do you know that?
Cause I shot it last night. You
Oh,
know
okay.
how you shoot it on.
I know.
Come on, baby.
How many bullets were in the gun?
I don't know.
Did you get it for free or did you buy it?
I bought it
How long ago?
probably about a week.
How much you pay?
In like 140.
Cash?
Yeah.
All right. Who'd you get it off of, you know?
Huh?
Who'd you get it off of?
I don't know.
So you were by yourself the whole time?
You just going to boost the car?
What about this rock thing?
Yeah.
What was going on with that rock? I don't understand.
You want to use it to break the window? I mean,
Yeah. What was up with that?
Gotta hit the flathead in the ignition.
oh.
Oh, okay.
When
'Cause people saw you.
you're breaking pieces off and
To
picking
get a
little
small- to
pieces
get a
up and
smaller
putting
one
in
to
your
bust the
pocket.
ignition.
Trying to slam it and get a nice size piece I could just hit the rock.
Oh,
Hit the screwdriver
hit the
with it.
ignition.
okay. So you never got the piece off the brick you wanted. What'd you do with that piece of brick? Where'd you throw that?
Threw it in the, I don't know where I threw it. I forgot.
In the alley somewhere?
Oh,
Alright.
Y'all satisfied? I mean, I know you're
No.
not satisfied.
No, we appreciate it.
We
understand.
appreciate him being honest. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I told him.
that had to be hard.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's not easy.
I told you in a million years I would have never expected to hear him
You
say
need a
this.
drink
But
of, you got water and all. So we'll get you some more.
We're gonna let you sit here with him for a little while longer.
Collect your thoughts.
my
We're
other
gonna-
son still here?
We'll see. I
We'll
think
see.
maybe if he is, if he's here, we'll let him come in.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I really am.
Don't worry about nothing, son. Just be strong, okay? Okay, I love you. Just remember, I'm here for you.
This is what we'd like to do. We're interested in getting that gun
Yeah, I
back
know they
for a
are.
lot of reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what we're gonna do is,
Long time, though.
yeah.
What's
up, man?
How you doing? Long time.
How you doing?
I'm doing good now. I got a win license now.
Good job, man.
Take care, of some people.
Oh, yeah.
We will. He's gonna be in my cruiser. I'll take care of him.
He's asthmatic.
Okay.
Okay.
Does he need a breather?
He has a he
Well,
uses a nebulized
I mean,
breath.
is there one at home?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna be a couple minutes. Write my cell number down
Okay.
and,
Okay. We'll get it in his phone.
Here, I got it right here. I can with my car, my cell's on it and everything.
yeah, call him and we'll make sure he gets it.
Okay. He has medicine at home.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
get one also.
I want, can't, I gonna get something to eat.
We'll get you
They're gonna
something.
get
We'll get you something. We'll get you a burger or something.
We want you to point to the area of the gun. The family wants you to do that as well.
Exactly.
Officer Pete's gonna go ahead and put the,
We know him. We've been knowing him for
The
years.
hard part is over with, okay? The hard part is over.
We're not going nowhere.
Be strong,
We got
you'll
you.
be okay, okay? All right.
Hey, Mom, listen, man.
You got your mama.
Okay.
Mr. Lindsay, I want to appreciate your
Sit
cooperation.
down.
Thank you very much.
We have to put these on you, okay?
Yeah, that's all I want.
Mr. Sweat, I appreciate your cooperation. Not many parents would do what you did.
Y'all keep him out of
Very
the
good people.
camera, like, you know.
We're the best we can. You gotta understand. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be- it's gonna be-
There's so much we can do with that. They're actually following us around out
Trying to
there.
find out. Yeah, it's okay. It's gonna.
If you want to, and then you can.
Front.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
You're
folks.
very welcome. Thank you.
Okay, just step out here, I'm gonna search you. Nothing on you? Nothing in your pockets?
Joe. We're wanting to go.
They're good.
Yeah. Hey.
Just this?
Yeah,
Hey,
he had a penny in
officer.
his pocket. Here,
Can y'all get that number for me?
We're gonna get it.
This is no good, right?
Joe, give that to mom so we don't have to worry about a
This is
single
no
dime.
good, right?
Hey, before you leave, you got a dime. I want to give mom a dime.
That's pretty much all.
Y'all been thinking now.
Yes, I'll take him down our cruiser, which is at the rear, right, Peter? Right
Yeah.
rear? Nick?
Ultimately, the gun was never found, and Nicholas was taken into custody and charged as an adult for first-degree murder, leaving his parents devastated. During the trial, both parents took the stand multiple times, describing the emotional toll the case had taken on their family.
On behalf of me, my son, and our entire family, we send our deepest condolences and sympathy to the family and his colleague that he worked with. It's my only son, no son that it happened.
During Nicholas's trial, his defense team leaned heavily on his age since he was just 16 at the time of the murder. They argued he lacked the maturity to fully grasp the consequences of his actions, but the state saw it differently. Prosecutors emphasized that Nicholas not only shot Officer David Crawford multiple times, but also tried to cover it up by burning his clothes and lying to police. On March 23, 2012, Nicholas was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And before his family never saw him again, his father had one last request to make.
Yeah.
I can't do that, sir. I can't do that. Okay.
Sir, on page 3, I believe Derek Little was brought to your court this morning by detained staff.
But the case took a turn in 2016.
First tonight, a teenage cop killer gets a second chance at a resentencing hearing. Nicholas Lindsay killed a St. Petersburg police officer when he was 16 years old. Well, since then, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that life without parole for juveniles is unconstitutional.
The U.S. Supreme Court ruled that mandatory life sentences for juveniles were unconstitutional, leading to a resentencing hearing. In October of 2013, Nicholas fought to appeal his sentence as a result of the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling. He and his family were hoping for a lesser sentencing, but were instead devastated by the upheld sentence. In 2017, after yet another attempt to get his sentence reduced, Nicholas's sentence was upheld, with his next review taking place in 2036. By the end of it all, two families were left shattered. Officer David Crawford left behind a wife and daughter, and while Nicholas Lindsay's parents still have a son, they may never see him live life as a free man again.